Bilal Muhammad, a Southside Chicago native, defied the odds to become a top UFC fighter. He trains out of Chicago and stays true to his roots with a team of fellow Chicagoans.
Bilal Jones is now with his journey. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys for having me.
So you are the first UFC champ coming out of Chicago.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, born and raised, came from here and started here with my team, started here with my guys. My high school coach from Chicago is still one of my head coaches now.
Oh, cool.
Oh my God.
Okay, so where'd you grow up?
I grew up on the south side. I went to Bogan High School, Stevenson Elementary School.
Okay.
So near
what neighborhood?
Near Oak Lawn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Very
Wow.
good. That's so awesome.
Yes.
Is that how you got involved in is it not UFC fighting? It's mostly just street fighting or
Mixed martial arts.
Mixed martial arts.
Yes.
There you go. Is that how you got involved? Did your coach get you into it, or?
So I was in high school. I wrestled 2 years there,
Okay.
and then I went to University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, and I was going for law. I wasn't planning to do any sports, and then I randomly came across him in a newspaper, my old high school coach,
Okay.
and he was fighting. He was fighting on Strikeforce on Showtime, and I just sent him a message on Facebook, and I was like, "You're a fighter?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm a fighter now. I do mixed martial arts, and my gym is near my mom's house. So whenever I'll come home on the weekend, I'll go link up with him, train." And it was like snowball effect from there. I just fell in love with the sport, started training more. And after getting my first amateur fight, once you win it, you get your hand raised. It's like an addiction. It's I want to feel it again. I want to feel more of it. And I told my parents, I was like, until I lose, let me just keep doing this until I lose. Because like, finish law school, go there, be a lawyer. It's way safer. And I was like, we'll do it after I lose. And then we got to the UFC, and now we're world champion.
That is insane. And we should say, because you and I were talking in the break, UFC, the welterweight is a different weight than boxing. I'm like, you are not a 140-pound man.
Yeah, it was just an off day. You know, I had some dessert yesterday, but yeah, for UFC, welterweight is 170 pounds.
Okay.
Middleweight is 185. Boxing, there's probably like 30 weight classes.
Yeah,
They're all within 2 to 3 pound differences. So that's the difference between martial arts and boxing.
Okay, so how do you train differently from boxing and from wrestling to become a mixed martial arts fighter?
The thing with me is I have a great team of guys around me.
Okay.
My guys that I have, we put it all together. A lot of these gyms, they do everything separately. So for me, we do wrestling, boxing, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, all of it, and we train it all the right way.
Okay.
We strategize differently than a lot of guys. And when you see me, I'm one of the smaller welterweights.
Okay.
I'm not born with 6'5" and crazy strength or anything like that. I do a lot of hard work.
Okay.
We put a lot of work in at my gym. My coaches, they're some of the smartest coaches in the world. And a lot of people don't even know who they are. But now he has 2 world champions from that small gym right here in Chicago. And he's just going to keep growing and growing and growing. And Chicago has some of the best athletes in the world, I think, in this younger generation. So we're going to keep growing out to the new generation of guys.
And Chicago's got a bunch of boxing clubs for young people. Were you involved in any of those, or are you involved in any of those now?
No, I've never done any boxing.
Okay.
When I started,
Okay.
it was just straight with my coach, and he put me right into the trenches of full mixed martial arts.
Wow.
We did it all together.
Okay, so
insane.
what was your journey from the time you started to now? How much time passed?
So I started at 23 years old.
Okay.
I never did martial arts when I was younger, but growing up in Chicago, you have like your street fights.
Well,
and-
that was the difference. I wasn't gonna say it out loud, but since you're
scrappy.
Yeah, I'm scrappy, right? And I had that. And a lot of my younger friends, they were smaller than me, so they had they had the mentality they wanted to be tougher. But I would always have to be the guy to step in for them whenever they get in a fight because their mouth was so big.
Right,
But they're
okay.
going to cash that check. So
Okay.
they would, hey, come help me. So I would come and help them.
Okay.
So I always had that mindset of I never wanted to start the fights, but I wasn't afraid of a fight. Yeah.
Okay, so from 23 till now, how much time?
23 till now, it's been 12 years.
12
Wow.
years.
12 years.
Okay.
What advice or what would you say to a young boy or young man who wants to get into mixed martial arts
Women
or boxing
too.
or women too,
Women
right?
too. We have women
and
champions.
more importantly to their parents, because I think that parents would be like, whoa, I don't know if I want my kid to get into this. What would you tell them?
I think one of the biggest things is finding the right gym, because the gym can be your family. I hang out at my gym than I do with my family because I'm there all
so
day.
much. Okay.
I work out so much with them. So having that right group of guys that's going to help you grow and not to like beat you up, or because a lot of fighters will lose their career in the gym because they spar hard or they get hurt and a lot of injuries happen.
Yeah.
And you have teams and coaches that they want to like embarrass you. So for me, I was lucky to find the right gym, the right coaches that wanted to be mentors and help me grow. So for younger kids, younger families, it doesn't have to be a career. In general, everybody should know how to fight. Everybody should know self-defense tactics.
Okay.
And it's one of the best workouts you could do.
Yeah.
So
Good for your
that's the
health,
safest
too.
thing. And for parents, I think it builds discipline in children.
Okay.
For myself, like I said, Chicago, I got in a lot of street fights.
Yeah.
And then once I started martial arts, I got so much calmer. I got so much cooler. And I
Interesting.
think because you're taking it out in the gym. You're so
Yes.
tired
And
from
you
the
build
gym.
confidence
You have
that you
weight.
don't have to be all.
That you don't have to be that. You don't have to be the
angsty.
macho guy.
Right.
Not
Oh my
to mention it
gosh.
has some pretty hardware when you win.
Thank you
That is
so much.
gorgeous.
That is so cool. And tell you to hold it's really it's heavy.
Yeah. Thanks for coming
Yeah,
in
good
and
luck to you.
sharing. Good luck.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate
All
you.
right.